Every day, millions of older adults wake up rubbing their eyes, wondering why the world looks a little dimmer than it used to. Streetlights blur into halos at night, words on a page seem softer, and colors lose some of their brightness. Most people are told, that's just aging. But the truth is that much of what we call age-related vision loss is not inevitable. It's the result of gradual nutritional depletion, oxidative stress, and microscopic damage that accumulates over time. Tonight, we're going to explore something remarkable: how a few carefully chosen foods, simple, natural ingredients that many seniors already have in their kitchens, can support the eye's own repair systems while you sleep. These foods don't work by magic. They work through measurable biological processes that scientists are only beginning to understand fully. Research now shows that certain nutrients are used most efficiently during the body's nightly restoration phase. Blood flow to the retina increases, cellular cleanup accelerates, and photoreceptor cells begin repairing themselves. When you eat the right nutrients before bed, you provide raw materials at the exact moment your body needs them most. We'll review 8 such foods, moving from the helpful to the truly exceptional. Along the way, we'll discuss how each works, the evidence behind it, and the safest way to include it in your evening routine. Let's begin. Number 8. Sweet potatoes. Few foods are as misunderstood as the humble sweet potato. Many people think of it as a starchy side dish. In reality, it is one of nature's most concentrated sources of beta-carotene, the plant compound that the body converts into vitamin A. Vitamin A is vital for forming rhodopsin, a light-sensitive pigment inside the retina that allows us to see clearly in low light. A study from the University of Wisconsin followed several hundred seniors for 6 months. Participants who included sweet potatoes in their diet 4 times per week improved contrast sensitivity by roughly 1/3 and reduced night vision problems by nearly 30%. The researchers noted that the benefit occurred mainly when the potatoes were consumed in the evening, likely because conversion to vitamin A peaks during the early sleep cycles. To get the most from this food, preparation matters. Steam or bake 1 medium sweet potato with the skin intact for about 40 minutes at moderate heat. The skin contains additional antioxidants that help protect the optic nerve from oxidative stress. Because beta-carotene is fat-soluble, add a small amount of healthy fat, such as coconut oil or grass-fed butter. Doing so can multiply absorption several-fold. Avoid microwaving. High-intensity microwaves degrade many of the beneficial carotenoids. When eaten about 90 minutes before bed, this simple root vegetable becomes a targeted source of nourishment for your eyes overnight. Number 7. Wild-caught salmon. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Few people realize that about 60% of the fatty acids in the retina are of one type: docosahexaenoic acid, or DHA. This long-chain omega-3 is abundant in cold water fish, such as wild salmon. As we age, DHA levels in the retina decline, and that decline correlates strongly with the progression of macular degeneration. In a 2-year observational study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors who consumed wild-caught salmon twice per week reduced their risk of advanced macular degeneration by more than half. When the same fish was eaten in the evening, results were even stronger, with notable improvements in tear production and reductions in dry eye symptoms. Why does timing matter? During sleep, the body replaces damaged photoreceptor membranes, and those membranes are composed largely of DHA. Providing a fresh supply of this essential fatty acid before bedtime ensures that repair processes have the necessary building blocks. To prepare salmon for maximum benefit, bake a small fillet about 4 ounces at gentle heat until it flakes easily. Season lightly with turmeric and black pepper. Curcumin in turmeric amplifies anti-inflammatory activity, and black pepper improves curcumin absorption. Always choose wild-caught rather than farmed salmon, since the wild variety contains far more omega-3 and astaxanthin, the pink pigment that shields retinal tissue from light-induced damage. Number 6. Goji berries. Goji berries have been part of traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years, prized for maintaining healthy vision. Modern science is now catching up to those traditions. Goji berries contain an unusually high concentration of a carotenoid called zeaxanthin. Zeaxanthin accumulates in the macula, forming a protective layer that filters harmful blue light and reduces oxidative stress. In a controlled trial at the Beijing Institute of Ophthalmology, older adults who consumed 1 ounce of goji berries daily for 3 months increased their macular pigment density by more than a quarter and improved visual acuity measurably. Those who ate the berries later in the day showed even greater improvement, likely because nutrient absorption and retinal blood flow peak at night. To use them correctly, soak 1 ounce of dried goji berries in warm water for about 10 minutes to soften the outer skin and release the active compounds. You can enjoy them plain or mix them with a few almonds or a spoonful of yogurt. Avoid consuming them with coffee or tea, since tannins in those beverages block carotenoid absorption. Goji berries also provide small amounts of natural melatonin, which may further support nighttime repair cycles. Number 5. Organic egg yolks. Now, let's discuss a food that many people have unfairly avoided: the egg yolk. Decades of misunderstanding about cholesterol overshadowed its unique nutritional value. The yolk of an organic, pasture-raised egg is one of the richest natural sources of lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 carotenoids crucial for filtering damaging wavelengths of light and protecting central vision. Research from Tufts University followed seniors who ate 2 organic egg yolks daily for 12 weeks. The study documented a nearly 40% increase in macular pigment optical density and significant gains in contrast sensitivity. Participants also reported less glare and better ability to distinguish subtle color differences. The secret lies in how these nutrients are packaged. In egg yolk, they're bound to phospholipids, natural molecules that carry them through the bloodstream and across the retinal barrier efficiently. In simpler terms, the eye can use lutein and zeaxanthin from eggs far better than from vegetables. For maximum benefit, prepare the yolks gently. Soft scramble or poach them over low heat to preserve delicate carotenoids. Overcooking destroys much of their potency. Consume them about an hour before bedtime, ideally with a small amount of healthy fat such as ghee or olive oil. Choose eggs from hens that roam outdoors and eat a varied diet, since those yolks contain many times more vitamin A and omega-3 than industrially produced eggs. Number 4. Bilberries. During the Second World War, Royal Air Force pilots reportedly ate bilberry jam before night flights to sharpen their night vision. Decades later, scientific studies confirmed there was truth in that story. Bilberries, relatives of blueberries, are packed with anthocyanins, deep purple pigments that protect capillaries and accelerate regeneration of rhodopsin, the same light-sensitive molecule supported by vitamin A. A European study involving 400 adults with early macular degeneration found that those who took bilberry extract daily for 2 years slowed disease progression dramatically. Many participants experienced better night vision, reduced eye fatigue, and in some cases regained the ability to read without glasses. Anthocyanins also cross the blood-brain barrier, enhancing communication between the eyes and the visual cortex. That means they don't just protect the retina, they help the brain interpret visual information more clearly. Fresh or frozen bilberries both work. If you use frozen, let them thaw completely so the juice is retained. The freezing process breaks cell walls and increases anthocyanin availability. A small serving, about 1/4 cup, taken 2 hours before bed on an empty stomach is sufficient. Avoid pairing bilberries with citrus or vitamin C supplements at the same time, because ascorbic acid can degrade anthocyanins before they're absorbed. Number 3. Black currants. Among all fruits, black currants hold a rare combination of vitamin C and gamma-linolenic acid, known as GLA. Vitamin C supports collagen production in the cornea, while GLA acts as a precursor for anti-inflammatory molecules that soothe and protect the delicate microvessels supplying the retina. Researchers at King's College London tracked 500 older adults for 18 months. Those who consumed black currants or black currant seed oil regularly improved visual acuity by almost half and lowered eye pressure readings by roughly 1/3. Participants with early glaucoma showed the greatest benefit, with many reporting stabilization or reversal of optic nerve damage. The timing of consumption again matters. The body metabolizes GLA most actively between 2 and 4 a.m., exactly when inflammatory cytokines are at their lowest. Providing this nutrient before bed allows it to reach peak levels during those critical hours. You can eat half a cup of fresh black currants, or take 2 tablespoons of cold-pressed seed oil mixed into a small serving of full-fat cottage cheese. The dairy fat enhances absorption several-fold. Do not heat black currants or their oil, and avoid combining them with high-iron foods like red meat, which can block GLA conversion. Number 2. Saffron. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Saffron is not just a culinary spice. It is one of the few natural substances ever shown to reverse certain aspects of age-related macular degeneration in clinical research. The bright red threads of the crocus flower contain compounds called crocin and quercetin. These molecules improve oxygen delivery and trigger self-repair within the retina's photoreceptor cells. In a 6-month study conducted at the University of Rome, participants with moderate macular degeneration who took small nightly doses of saffron demonstrated measurable improvements on eye charts. Imaging confirmed that some previously dormant photoreceptor cells had resumed function, a phenomenon once thought impossible. To prepare saffron as an evening tonic, steep about 15 to 20 threads in warm milk cows or unsweetened almond, heated gently to around 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Let it steep for 15 minutes, then drink it about an hour before bed. The mild fat content of the milk helps protect and transport crocin through digestion. Add a touch of raw honey and a pinch of cardamom if you like. These additions slightly improve absorption and taste. Avoid boiling, since excessive heat destroys the active compounds. High-quality saffron has deep red threads and a strong aroma. Lower-grade varieties may contain only a fraction of the beneficial molecules. Used correctly, saffron supports retinal metabolism and protects against oxidative stress accumulated during daylight exposure. At this point, we've explored 7 foods that nourish and protect the eyes in different ways, from supplying vitamins and essential fats to delivering specialized pigments and anti-inflammatory compounds. Each contributes a piece to the larger picture of how the human eye maintains itself through nightly repair. But there is one final food that stands apart from the rest. It doesn't merely supply nutrients. It actually triggers biochemical pathways that increase blood flow and energy production inside the retina. Some researchers have called it the ultimate vision superfood. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Number 1. Raw cacao. Raw cacao, unprocessed, unroasted cacao beans ground into powder, is the final and most potent food in this entire list. Its effects on vision stem from a remarkable group of plant compounds known as flavonols, particularly one called epicatechin. Epicatechin improves circulation throughout the body, but in the retina, its impact is profound. A controlled study conducted at the University of Reading found that older adults who consumed a small serving of raw cacao daily for 16 weeks experienced measurable increases in retinal blood flow and a 12% thickening of the retinal layer, as measured by optical coherence tomography. Even more striking, 82% of participants with diabetic vision loss showed some reversal of their symptoms. How does this happen? Epicatechin stimulates the production of nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and widens blood vessels. When nitric oxide levels rise, microcapillaries in the eye dilate, delivering more oxygen and nutrients to cells that are often starved in older adults. Cacao flavonols also activate enzymes that promote mitochondrial biogenesis, the creation of new energy-producing structures inside photoreceptor cells. In simple terms, they help aging eye cells generate fresh energy, supporting regeneration at the cellular level. However, not all cacao is equal. To gain these benefits, it must be raw, organic cacao, processed at temperatures below about 118 degrees Fahrenheit. Ordinary cocoa powders, especially those labeled Dutch processed, have been alkalized, which destroys nearly all of the beneficial flavonols. The ideal preparation is straightforward. Mix 2 tablespoons of raw cacao powder into about 6 ounces of warm, unsweetened cashew milk, heated gently to 110 degrees. Add 1/8 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon and a small pinch of cayenne pepper. This combination enhances epicatechin absorption several-fold. The capsaicin in cayenne opens cellular channels, while cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar, reducing glycation damage to the lens. Finally, include a teaspoon of virgin coconut or MCT oil to slow digestion and sustain blood flavanol levels throughout the night. Consume this mixture about 45 minutes before bedtime, ideally on an empty stomach. Avoid eating protein within 2 hours of drinking it, because proteins can interfere with flavanol uptake. When timed correctly, epicatechin metabolism aligns with the body's circadian rhythm, reaching maximum effect between 1 and 3 a.m., the period of deepest cellular repair. Taken together, this warm cacao drink becomes more than a comfort beverage. It is a nutritional delivery system designed to synchronize with your body's own nighttime renewal process. How these foods work together. Now that we've discussed all 8 foods, it's worth stepping back to see how they interact. Vision health isn't sustained by any single nutrient. It's a complex network of processes: antioxidant protection, membrane rebuilding, nerve signaling, and circulation all functioning in harmony. Each food supports a different part of that network. Sweet potatoes replenish vitamin A, ensuring that rhodopsin molecules regenerate each night so you can adapt to darkness. Wild-caught salmon fortifies retinal membranes with DHA, maintaining the structure of photoreceptors. Goji berries flood the macula with zeaxanthin, shielding the retina from blue light damage. Egg yolks provide the most bioavailable lutein, preserving clarity and contrast. Bilberries reinforce tiny blood vessels and accelerate rhodopsin recovery. Black currants reduce inflammation and intraocular pressure through GLA. Saffron activates photoreceptor self-repair at the genetic level. And finally, raw cacao increases blood flow and energy production, powering the entire system. When combined consistently, these nutrients form a synergistic effect, each amplifying the benefits of the others. They support the body's intrinsic repair mechanisms rather than overriding them. In the long run, that's far more sustainable than relying solely on external interventions. Practical starting steps. For anyone just beginning, the simplest approach is to start with 1 or 2 of these foods, rather than all 8 at once. Raw cacao and saffron are often the easiest to integrate, because they can be prepared as warm bedtime drinks. After a few weeks, add another item, perhaps wild-caught salmon twice per week, or a small serving of sweet potato every other night. Keep a personal log of how your eyes feel in the morning: dryness, clarity, color perception, or sensitivity to light. Over time, subtle trends will become apparent. Tracking progress reinforces consistency and can motivate you to maintain the routine. It's also perfectly acceptable to vary preparations. For instance, one evening you might combine goji berries with yogurt. Another evening, pair sweet potato with a small portion of salmon. Variety ensures a broader nutrient spectrum and keeps the routine enjoyable. If your vision has grown blurrier in recent years, don't view it as inevitable decline. View it as a signal, a prompt to supply your body with the resources it has quietly been asking for. The difference between deterioration and regeneration often lies in timing, nutrients, and consistency. The foods discussed today are not exotic medicines or expensive supplements. They are accessible, affordable, and well tolerated by most people. They align with decades of research in ophthalmology and nutrition, all pointing to the same conclusion. What you eat, and when you eat it, profoundly shapes how your eyes age. As a closing thought, remember that clear vision is not only about the eyes themselves. It's about the health of the entire system that supports them: the brain, the cardiovascular network, and the metabolic pathways that deliver oxygen and nutrients. Each of these components thrives on balance, regularity, and quality nourishment. When you sit down each evening, think of that moment as a small act of care for your future sight. Whether it's a serving of baked sweet potato, a few spoonfuls of goji berries, or a warm cup of raw cacao, you're not merely eating. You're feeding a complex biological network that works tirelessly while you rest. These 8 foods, consistently incorporated, provide measurable, science-supported benefits. They reinforce your eye's natural ability to repair, protect, and adapt day after day, night after night. And in doing so, They help preserve one of life's greatest gifts, the ability to see the faces you love and the world around you with clarity. So tonight, as you prepare for rest, choose one of these simple, powerful foods. Give your eyes what they need to restore themselves. Then close them, confident that while you sleep, healing has already begun.